because he's right. Sometimes we'll be preaching right here and doing something different on Saturday. but, but like I'm saying, we can bring everybody to the kingdom of God. It's no matter how good you live, it's no matter how much you try. You talk about God, maybe about 100 people, 200 people, 200 people, maybe one or two go visit the church. If I didn't visit the church 20 or 30, maybe one big one will stay. Why? Because we tell them the truth. We speak directly for the Bible. And you always tell them, you get away with them when they say, well, this and this. They say, yeah, it's okay. Everything you say is okay. When they hear that, they say, I like church. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be right there. Yeah, because I can do whatever I can do. And the preacher say that it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. But what happened right here, when I tell you that it's okay, you know that I lied to you. And I know that I'm a liar too. Yeah. What will happen to me if I lie to you? Especially, I'm going to lie about the gospel. I know nothing else about the gospel. Your blood going to be on my hands. You're going to be in my hands. Why? Because I scared tell you, brother, it's not right what you're doing. You have to stop doing that. If I scared say that, is because I scared that you're going to leave and never come back. Because they'll say, well, he told me that I'm not doing right, I'm not live right. Brother, I tell you that you not live right, it's because I really love you. Not because I really love you and I tell you what is good and what is bad. If I want you made to heaven, if I know that you're doing something wrong, I'm going to come to you and say, brother, you need to stop doing this. Brother, you have come back to God and make right with Him. God still loves you, but you have come back to Him. You have made your choice and come back to Him and tell Him, forgive me. And sometimes we're so pride that we can come back, that we can accept ourselves that we're doing wrong. We take off from the way of God with a look back and say, no, I'm not about that anymore. That's it. And I see that too many people, I hear too many people before I start coming to church. Before. And I say, I'm Catholic. I don't need to go right there. I'm Catholic. I told my wife one time, I said, well, I'm Catholic. So I'm supposed to be Catholic. But how I'm going to be Catholic when I never step in church? How I'm going to be Christian if I never read my Bible? I never go or hear somebody preach. I'll say, yeah, I'm going to church. Maybe I'm going to bad church. But I'm not going in the church. Every year or every once in a while, I step inside the church. And I remember that my mom always tell me, son, every Sunday, they have 3 services. See, you not can go in the morning because you're lazy and get up in the morning. See, go in the middle of the day. See, you're so busy, or you think you're so busy doing that, go in the evening. But going this one time a week, one time you can go right there. You say, oh yes, mama, I'm going. That's all what I say. But I never won. Everybody asks me, yes, I'm going to church. Oh yeah, I'm Catholic. Yeah. And you know, when I start reading the Bible, I start reading a book from the Bible, not the real Bible. And that's when I start say, why I can have the Bible with me. Because I remember the guys were knocking the doors, bring you the books. I called you. No, the no one said witness. Yeah, you have a witness. My brother-in-law used to be one thing, and he started telling me things about the Bible, and then I can't stand it. I'd stay up. And one day, I see in the church, the Catholic church, a book, and it's everything by the Bible. Everything comes from the Bible. And I asked the priest, and I say, how much is the book? Because I like the book. I say, how much is the book? And he told me the price, a really high price, that we not can buy. And I say, okay. And I tell him, say, well, say, how much is the Bible? He said, you not can have the Bible, it's only for priests. I say, okay, I don't know nothing about it. You know, that's what I think. I think it's true. Well, I go, walk around and I see my brother-in-law have one books that I like. And the ladies come right there, knock the door one day, and I see her have the book. And I tell her, say, can I see your book? I say, yeah. And I start see the book. And I said, this is the same book I see in the Catholic Church. Now, I'm not saying nothing. I just think about it. And I tell her, how much is this book? I say, oh, no, you don't have to pay for this book. So you can give donation. This for the paper. Anything you want, at that time, so you want to give like 1 peso, whatever you have, we can send you the book. Say, okay. Then send me the book. And I start reading the book. You know, how the pictures, how Jesus born, when, and everything you read right here in the book, we read or everything we have in the Bible, we read in the book. But with the pictures, it's like for the babies. But I learned about that, and I always, in my mind, question me, well, why I can get this from the Catholic people, and I get this free for other people? Now, why I cannot get a Bible? I'm going to pay for it. And that happened, I read my book, and I like the book. I mean, it's when I started learning about Jesus. That's what I don't agree with a lot of things the Catholic people say to me. But I read it right there and say, well, if I'm going to learn about Jesus, say, where I'm going? Who I'm going to trust? Because I'm not going to trust them because they already lied to me. They already told me that I cannot have this book. And I got another one and everybody told me, no, look, this is no good, this, and that, and that. Well, I guess I'll stay right here, like I am. You can trust anybody. I stay right there. When I get right here, they invite me to the Christian church. Now, one time, I stopped. They invite me again around here in North Acosta, in Spanish. And I went right there about maybe a few times, and I stopped too. I like how they preach right there and everything, but it's something that told me that I had to go to church, but it's like right there. I'm not going in the church right there, And I stopped somebody invited me to another church, and I still go right there. That's how I start get in God's will. That's how I start get onto the Jesus. I met Jesus, and I stuck with him. Why? because that's when I start reading my Bible. If I'm not understanding what the Bible say, because I never read the Bible before, but I know what the Bible say. Sometimes I don't understand, but I know what it say. I say, well, I'm gonna read my Bible. If I read 2 or 3 pages, 1 or 3 verses, I will remember something about what I read. And when they tell me, brother, you're gonna preach. You're gonna preach. And I just, inside me, I just laughing and I said, man, you crazy. On me, I said, man, you crazy. I said, I don't understand this. But after that, he told me again, say, you're going to preach in this church with these people. Say, yeah, all right, I can read Spanish, I'm going to read English. But, we don't know. I mean, I just go to church. I knew. I don't know nothing about preaching, about all that, about the gospel, I just started learning everything by Jesus. I received the word, but at the same time, I say it's like maybe yes, maybe no, because I'm not into this. But anyway, I have to do what God told me. They say you need to prepare yourself because you pretty soon will preach. When the third time they tell me that, I say I guess he's right. And I started reading my Bible, and I started reading and reading and reading. And one time I stayed right there, and I say, Lord, why not understand this? Why you mean with this and that? And one pastor called me and said, man, God say, this is not for you to understand. See, God knows what I mean. If He's going to reveal you the mystery. And I say, well, I guess it's not the time for I can understand that. And I keep doing, and I try doing, since that day, I try doing my best, learning, and doing my best to be good with God. And I see too many people that coming and going, and I tell God, see, I'm not going to be one of these people right there. I'm going to be, when you get hold on me, keep me in your hands. Not let me go. Just not let me go. Just keep me right there. Change anything you want from me. But I'm going to be with you all the time. I'm going to be in bed all the time. You see, I'm not going to break your words. I'm not going to get broke in your hands and take you off somewhere else. And that's what this message, I try to look for the message and look. And I told my wife, I don't know, I don't understand why God kept me bring this one and this one and this one. And I feel like this pretty much not going really with what I'm going to read it, but it's what God told me. Sometimes God just gives you the message, you don't know why, but He knows. All what I know is He knows exactly why He gave me the message. Now you go to the Bible, you go to the chapter, the Jeremiah 18. We're going to read 1 to 6. So the word which come to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise and go down to the park house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words. So they I went down to the park house, and behold, he write a word on the wheels, and the vessel that he made of clay was married in the hands of the parents. So he made it again another vessel as seemed good to the potter to make it. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot do with you as this part, say the Lord, behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hands, O house Israel. You can see there. You know, that's what I say. We broke. When we broke, it's like right here when I figured that, this man made the vessel, or when he get the clay and start doing the vessel, he know what he gonna use the vessel for. He already had the purpose for that. But what happened? They get broke. It's like when God create you or create me. He say, I'm gonna use this boy for this and that. But like I say, long as we little and mama and daddy keep us in church, we're fine. But when we think in the store, we're thinking that we can start doing all things by ourselves, that's when the vessel broke. Why? Because that's when we start going different ways. That's when we start run from God. That's why I say, no, I like this better. Because I can do whatever I want to do. And I can go to the parties, I can go drinking, hey, I can go to dancing. Nobody going to say nothing to me. I'm fine. That's what the vessel broke in God's hands. But you know what? Sometimes we say, why this happened to me? Why? God, why you put all this on me? We never thinking, what I did, Lord. What you can do in this. Sometimes God have to do something or call your attention so you can open your eyes and say, I think I'm going to be fine right there. I think I'm going to do better. Yeah, I come back to my Lord. And we say, Lord, this talk to me. Tell me why you want me to. Right here, tell Jeremiah, rise up and go to the potter house. God can talk to him right there and say, hey, Jeremiah, this and this and that. But no, he said, going to there. Sometimes we have to get up a church and walk for we can hear the God voice. Sometimes we want everything in our hands. It's like when we go to the restaurant. Hey, I need more water. Hey, can I have some more tea? Hey, I need a spoon. Hey, I need this. I need that. And she run everywhere of him and bring to you. That's what we're going to do with God too. God, I need this. Can you bring to me? God, I need that. Can you bring to me? Sometimes we have walk. He can tell you walk and go somewhere. He can tell you walk to the altar and I talk to you right there. Or walk to the altar, I heal you right there. Walk to the altar, I deliver you right there. We have to listen to him. We have to rise up and go wherever he tells us to go. That's what Jeremiah's doing right there. He going to the park house and hear the voice of the Lord. He not go right there and see how the men work. He go right there because God tell him go right there and Acosta, you'll hear my voice. That's what we have to do is sometimes walk and ask God, speak to me, I'm here. But you have to tell him when you're already in the altar. You're already right here and say, God, I come to you. Talk to me. It's something that we never do. No, when he get right there, he see the man working at the vessel, and he see how they broke. Sometimes when you're doing something and the material get broke, what are you doing? You go right there and put it in the trash. You know what? Thank God, because he not put in the trash the clay that he used for make me. You know, if he know that I'm gonna get broke so many years, but he still keep the clay right there in his hands. Keep the clay and say, no, I'm gonna make you like I want. It's no matter how you do it now, it's no matter how you're thinking right now, you can run from me, but you will not hide from me. And he get the clay, and I thank him because he say, I'm gonna make you how I want. And that's when he pulled me out the dumpster, I guess, where I cow, out all the trash where I am before. He said, now I'm gonna make you how I like. And that's why he put this book in my hands. That's why he put the books in my hands and say, you're gonna do this now for me. And that's why you can say no. You can say no because he already changed you. He already put in your heart that you're gonna do what he say. He say, I'm gonna use you. And that's why you say, yes, Lord. You know, what will happen if he say, well, I can make you right now. I just gonna throw the clay in the trash and I'm gonna forget you. I'm gonna forget you. Because like we say, you hurt her. You hurt her. You not listen to me, you just gonna do whatever you want doing, forget about it. Forget about it. I'm gonna pick somebody else. I'm gonna pick somebody else where he can go. He can do the work that you're supposed to do. How many people have the cowl in this life and they're not doing nothing? I know people that have the cowl to preach and they don't even church. They don't even in church. And they already know that they're supposed to be preaching. And what they know in church? Why they can come to the church and say, well, Lord, I'm doing everything I want to do before. Now I'm here. I give myself to you. Use me right now. But we're so proud what we're doing. Especially the bad things we're doing. We go to everybody and say, man, I'm doing this. Man, it's fine, man. I'm doing that. Why? We not go right there, man. Did you know Jesus? Look, Jesus doing this for me. Jesus doing that for me. No, Jesus can do that for you too. But no, we're not doing that. Why? Because we're scared to tell you it's a lie, or you're scared you tell me, man, I don't want to hear that or anything. You know, our job is tell them what you know about Jesus. If they're going to receive it, they will. If they're not going to receive it, it's on them. You're doing your work. You know, God can change you too many times in different ways. God can make you one way, and tomorrow can make you a different way. You can be running from God right now. When God say, I'm going to stop you right here, you don't never know what will happen to you. But you can stop. And that day is when you're going to open the eyes and say, Lord, forgive me, Lord. I'm here for you. You know, it's never easy to walk this road. But when you decide doing the God's work, nobody can stop you. Nobody. Because it's for you. It's not for nobody else. It's for you. And this work is between you and Jesus. You know, if my partner say, no, I don't like what you're doing right here. I don't like that you be preaching right here. I don't like because you're doing this in the church or there. Look, I'm sorry, but it's my job. I'm sorry because Jesus called me to doing this. And I will do it. Because you know what? If you're not doing, God can take away the stone. The stone that is in front of you, you can jump over the stone, or you can go around the stone. God will take it and cast to the sea, so you can get through. That's why we better be careful where you leave God, where you put in second place. You better be careful when say, well, I can do this for God because I have different things to do. Because my wife not let me do it, because my cousin is right here, or my son is sick, or my whatever it is. When you put anything else before God, that's when you turn your back on God. You turn your back on God. And that's why I say, God will call your attention, it's no matter what. If He really wants you serving to Him and say, you want to do your cow, you want to step in your cow, you say, yes, Lord, I'm going to step in your cow, you can start. But you missing around and say, maybe yes, maybe no, because you listen to somebody else, or because you're thinking of something else. God will take the thing away from you. That way you can forget whatever it is, and you will focus on God. God will clear the path for you, so you can go through. If you call is preaching, you're supposed to go preach. It's no matter what. You know, preaching is not easy. It's not easy. I'm not right here because I like being in front of everybody. No. I'm here because I like please God. I like please Him and only Him. You know, I'm going to please Him before I please anybody else. No, I'm going to tell God, God, what you want me doing for you? God, I'm here. If you call me to preach, I will preach. So long as you give me the message, I'm going to preach. Because I'm not going to preach something that comes from me. I always going to preach something come from God. If God tell me this message, sometimes I feel like I don't like the message. Sometimes I feel like it's not what I want to preach. But you know what? When it's for God, it's no matter what I want. It's no matter what I like. It's what God like. It's what He wants. You know, it's what He wants always. You say, God, you want this? Okay, I'll give it to you. And after that, He say, okay, now this is your blessing that you like. This is a blessing that you need. This is a blessing that you want. But what? I'm doing His work first. I'm doing what He wants me doing for Him before anything else. I'm not going to put nobody else or nothing else in the middle between me and God. Because it's no matter how big it is, it's no matter how good it is, I'm not going to move it, but God can blow a little bit in, take away from me. You know, it can be a family, can be a pet, can be anything. And after that, we can say, God, maybe I listened to you before. We still have this. But it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Why? Because God will say, I tell you too many times, put me first. Step in your car. Not listen to them. You ignore me. Now you're going to do it anyway. It's like the babies. You tell the baby, hey, wash the dishes. You say, oh no, Mama, I'm not going to do that. You know watch this, I'm going to take the towel for you. But he's still not doing it. What will happen? Go right there, take the towel for her, and she have to wash dishes. And now you have to wash this and you don't have to. What happened with us? You know, I listened to one of my family and tell me not doing this for God. Why you gonna change the religion? They I heard that before. I listened to that person that I love so much too. I listen to that person. I'm not gonna be preaching right now. But what can happen? God can take away the person from me. And after that, I might go preaching again. But I'm gonna say, yeah, I've been preaching before. Yeah, I'm not listening to him or to her. I still can be preaching. I still can have the Lord right there. But no, we always sometimes have to listen to the evil things. You know, the devil try the best to separate you from the Bible. Sometimes you read the Bible and he not let you concentrate what you're reading. That's why sometimes I just go there and sit there for a little while and start praying. Say, Lord, this is your word. This is what I'm going to read. But I want you allow me to understand your word. And I'm going to rebuke the devil that tried to stir me when I read your word. Only that way you can get through to the word of God. Make sure the devil flee from you before you start reading the Bible. Now that's why too many people run from God and not step in the cow. Why? Because they listen too much to the devil. You know how good God is. That is no matter how much you run, when you stop and say, Lord, I'm tired running, I just come to you. He can always tell you, come on, my son. You are my son. You still have place right here with me. And he'll take you with open arms. With open arms and change you. Make you a different way. Like the vessel that get brought. And take the clay and make another one. How he like. That's what we need to do. Thank God because he not throw away the clay that he made from us. You know, he could do it. He can give up on us, but he never gonna do that. He never gonna leave you. He never gonna forsake you. He always gonna be with you. Sometimes we give up really soon, but him is still there. Well, like Isaiah 64:8 said, but now, O Lord, thou art a Father, we are the clay, and thou art the potter. And we are the work of thy hand. You know, we are in his hands. We are the clay, and he is the potter. He can destroy you, or he can change you. You know, this is said to us too. When we come back to him and say, Lord, forgive me, Lord, I'm here. I'm ready to change. Take me. That's what he will do. Because he told you right here, We are the clay and He is the potter. We are in His hands. Anytime we come to Him, He can change you. Anytime that you broke, He can repair you. It's no matter what is. How it's no matter how bad it is, He can still repair you. He can still make you like new. He can still tell you, you're still my son. I still love you. I still care about you. That is said to us. But sometimes we have to walk. We have to walk and step in front of Him and tell Him what you want. It's like a little child. Walk, step in front of the father or the mama and say, Lord, I need this. Let the child say, Mama, I want this. We have to walk sometimes to the outside and tell God what you want, what you need. When the outside is open, you want or you need something. You want to come to the outside, you need something from God. God is right here. All we have to do is believe, trust, and ask Him for what we need. He will give to you. Anybody need a special prayer?